Oh hell, do I have a small head? People can die, okay? These are my big brain books, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Aubrey, and in today's video we are just hanging out for the weekend. It's Friday, it's almost 4, so I meant to start this morning, but clearly that didn't fucking happen. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna chill. We're gonna see what I do, how much I read. I have a little TBR that I'll show you. I have some fun things I want to do, but we'll see if I actually do anything that I want to do, because a lot of times I just end up rotting when I have nothing that I actually need to do. But we'll start with a TBR. So the first book that I'm hopefully going to finish in this vlog is Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the 3rd book in the Rearranging trilogy, and I'm fucking addicted to that trilogy, by the way. I did not think I would love it as much as I do, because I started sci-fi. I've never read sci-fi before, and then I read Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir because everyone was reading it. I was like, okay, the movie comes out in 2026, I'll read it. I didn't like it. It wasn't bad. Okay, I should say that. I should preface this by, it was not bad, but I did not enjoy it as much as I wanted to. There was too much science talk for me that I didn't understand, that I could not wrap my head around, and then I was like, why am I learning this? Because like, why am I reading about this? Which, like, okay, I get it because we're in space and he's doing the things, but I was like, I didn't care. Okay, I liked what he did and who he met. That was great, and I loved the flashback chapters. Those were my favorite chapters. But then outside of that, I didn't really enjoy it, and then the ending just pissed me off. I don't know why, it just made me so fucking mad. But after I read that as my first sci-fi book, I was like, you know what, I liked it enough that I want to explore the genre more. And so I was like, okay, well, I have read Rising. It's been on my TBR for like a year, 2 years, I don't know, long ass time. And it's like, okay, let me just pick this up, see if I like it, because then if I don't, I was like, then I'm just, okay, sci-fi's not for me, that's fine. Picked it up, blew through the first one, 5 stars. Immediately went and bought the 2nd and 3rd book, blew through the 2nd book, 5 stars. And now I am over halfway. I'm on chapter 42, page 324, over halfway through the 3rd book, and this is going to be 5 stars. I just fucking know it. I am fucking terrified. So yeah, we're gonna finish this, see what the fuck happens. I'm going to be fucking distraught. I can just feel it already. And then after that, I have 3 books, and who fucking knows if I'll actually read one of these or if I'll pick something completely different. But I have 3 books that I'm like eyeing, and the first one is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now this is my book club's book pick. So I started a book club on Fable, and this is what we're reading. I just started it like literally fucking like 2 days ago, because I was like, you know what, I've always wanted to start a book club, and I've been putting it off. I was like, okay, well, I don't have a lot of followers, I don't think a lot of people will join it. But then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't even give a fuck. So started a book club on Fable. I will link it in the description if you want to join. This is what we're reading. I picked it because I got to pick the first book, and I was like fucking excited. I hear so many good things about this trilogy, and I finally got my hands on the first book, and I was like, you know what, I love V.E. Schwab, and I love reading V.E. Schwab in like the fall winter time because it just fits so well. So I got A Darker Shade of Magic, and I'm violently excited. I know nothing about it. I know that there's like alternate Londons. I think they're like red and white London or something like that. That's all I know, but I am very excited. The next book is Blood Over Brighthaven. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I don't know what it's doing, but we're here. That's all that matters. I also know nothing about, but I'm in the creator What Emmy Reads. She has a book club on Fable, and I was like, okay, also, because I know my book club isn't going to get a lot of people in it, I want to be in a book club where people are discussing the book. And I really like What Emmy Reads. I just like her content. And then so I was like, okay, you know what, I like her content. We have a lot of the same, what am I trying to say, we have very similar reading tastes. Jesus. And so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna join her book club. They usually have good book picks. I looked back through like what they'd read, and I was like, you know what, yeah, so this is what we're reading in What We're Reading. That's hilarious because that's what her book club is called, I think. But this is what we're reading in that book club. So I was like, so I might start this, because yeah, so 2 book club books that I need to read this month, but I don't know when I'm gonna get around to them. So like, these would probably be ideal to start at least one of them now and get through it before it gets down to like end of November, and I'm like, fuck, I haven't read either of them. But Yeah, I know nothing about this either. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Like, literally nothing, though. It's Dark Academia, and I think she's trying... The main character is trying to be the first female something ever, but no one wants her to succeed, I think. I think that's it. She's... Yes. I don't know. Dark Academia. I've heard that ML Wang writes absolutely, like, heartbreaking books, I think. I thought I heard that Sword of Kaigen was fucking sad. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. I'm really excited. I hear her writing is fucking phenomenal. So that's really what I'm in this for, is the excellent writing and hopefully a excellent new world to jump into and explore. And the third and final book that is on my very loose TBR, very, very loose, is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. Now, you guessed it, I know nothing about this one either, okay? I don't know what's going on. I'm in such a fantasy mood, but like not, like I'm in this kind of fantasy mood. I'm in like a, is it like, how would it be considered high fantasy? I don't know. I know this is sci-fi. Moving on. Like, I don't know if this is considered high fantasy, but I'm just in a fantasy mood where I want heavy plot, heavy setting, heavy like character development, heavy character focus. Like, I don't really care about like romance. I just want like heists and battles and action and all of that shit. And so I thought that this would maybe give me that, but we will see, because I, like I said, know nothing about it. I've just heard people on the internet saying really, really great things about it. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And then I did read the back of this one because it's short, and it said, "This is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with the great red rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal, a long dormant wound rising up to fester. This is the stillness, a land familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon and where there is no mercy." I thought that sounded really fucking good. Those are the 3 books that I could possibly be reading, and then obviously I'm gonna try and finish Morningstar and yeah, see if I can get through a big chunk of this bad boy tonight, because like I said, I have literally nothing to do. I have to obviously take care of the dogs and the cats and the chickens, but that's gonna take me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes max, and I have to feed myself. Outside of reading, I'm going to play my Nintendo Switch because I just started, I think I maybe told you, I don't know. I started to play Hogwarts Legacy. I got it on the Switch because it was on sale, and I'm like so thoroughly obsessed with it that like I need to play it a lot. So I will be doing that today. Me and my mom started a puzzle before they left. We're doing a SpongeBob puzzle. It's 1,000 pieces, so I might puzzle a little bit later. But I think what's gonna take up, I kind of want to build a Lego too. I don't know, I have all this time and I'm feeling really creative because I want to puzzle, I want to build a Lego. And then what I think I'm going to sit down and get into right now is crochet. So I am like a beginner. I shouldn't even be hesitant about that. I am a beginner. I know how to do a couple different granny squares. Probably not anymore because I haven't touched crochet in a little while, and that's it. I'm really, really good at granny squares, okay? Because those to me, in my opinion, are very easy. That clicked a lot. But I have wanted to learn how to crochet a beanie for the longest fucking time because I love beanies, and I was like, why do I have to go and spend $15 to $20 on a beanie when I could buy yarn for $5 and make my own in the color that I want it, mind you, you know? So I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to crochet a beanie. That's gonna happen today. So I don't know, but I think that's what we're gonna get into right now is I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Okay, she said the crown on my head. Oh, hell, do I have a small head? I don't think so. Is that too much? Where's the crown? What is the crown of your head? What is that considered? You guys are my mirror right now. Okay, this. Like the crown. Like, is that like the tippy top to my eyebrows? Okay, hold on. Such dish. Okay. So that's that. And then if we roll this up. Oh my god, is that too much? Where's the crown, or is that the crown?
This is going to be the length from the crown of your head down to your
Oh, okay, yeah, so she goes to the back.
the width of the brim that you want. So here I've done 50.
So I think I need to do a little bit more. I feel like I can always, okay, shh. I can always have a thick brim, you know? I kind of like a thick brim on a beanie anyway. So I think I'm gonna do like 55. Then if we go to the crown of my head and then to my eyebrow. Oh hell no, that brim is huge. Maybe too big. I want the brim about that big, okay? Jesus, hold on. So if I want the brim like that big, that means that this sits here, and then where does this go? No, that's the crown of my, you know, we're winging it. First time, nice thing about crochet is I can fucking undo it if I need to, for fuck's sake. Okay, move on. It is a little bit later. This is what it looks like. Thumbs up. I like to crochet, but at the same time, why do I feel like this took me literally forever? It's not even been that long. I'm literally just being a little bitch. I don't know. It's something about crochet is that it's so tedious. It is so tedious. Like, yes, it's nice that if you mess up you can like take it out and undo it, but like, oh, I have what looks like 3 rows done. I think, is this 2? It better not be fucking 2. I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's just 3 rows. Oh, actually it's supposed to go around my head this way, which that looks, oh wait, it's supposed to go. So in reality, I'm not even fucking close to being done at all. When I was watching the video, she said she did 54 rows. And then she was like, you have to end on an even row. And I was like, how? I'm not counting every row that I do. Like, so I'm done. I'm done with this for today. Because I can be. Because I am my own person and I make my own choices. And for my own fucking sanity, I'm done. So yeah, I have like a fucking very thick line, and now I can't decide if I want to take a little nap before I have to. Holy shit, I don't know what to do now. Part of me is like I should start reading, but then the other part of me is like I kind of want to take a nap before I start reading, you know? It's not dark yet, so the chickens aren't gonna be in their coop, so I don't have to do that yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a small, teeny tiny little nap. But yeah, that was my crochet update. And then now the next thing I'm gonna do is nap and then jump into Morningstar and see how much we can get done. I think I only have, like, I did the math yesterday, I think I only have 192 pages left. So I'm trying to get down to as little pages as possible tonight, which I'm hoping like 100% sure going to make it to part 4, because part 4 is 385, and so I only have 60 pages left till then. But then I'm also hoping like if I can make it to part 4, I'm gonna try and make it to 418, because then that means I only have 100 pages left. So I will update you when I pick up my book. I started reading a little bit ago. I'm nervous because one thing about Red Rising is there is a lot of action, which makes me nervous constantly, all the time, 24/7. Why? Because people are fighting all the time, and you know what happens in fights? People can die, okay? People can die, and I don't appreciate that. So I'm terrified because we're about to get into a fight. And I got my ice cream. It's Ben & Jerry's core. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't understand. But it's brownie batter. And I am such a whore for brownie batter, okay? I wonder if that's probably what it is, because there's a core of brownie batter. It's literally heaven in my mouth. So What's up, man? That's Mercury, by the way. The cat I'm sure you saw earlier. That was Achilles. Made it to part 4. I have like 20 pages left in Morningstar. Crazy shit has happened, and I'm mildly terrified. But I have 20 pages left, so we're gonna finish it really quickly together because I'm fucking terrified. I finished Morningstar last night, well, like yesterday afternoon. The series was so good. I don't even know if I should say series because, like, is it done? I don't know, because I don't think it's done. I think the next trilogy is like about the same people, or at least I'm fairly positive it is. I don't know anything about the next couple books, but the original Red Rising trilogy, 5 out of 5 stars. This was fucking phenomenal. I can't say anything because obviously this is the third and final book in the series and it would spoil the entire thing, so I'm not gonna say anything. But 5 out of 5 stars. So good. I love it. I will be continuing the series, obviously, or continuing reading Pierce Brown, whatever he writes. I don't know, because I don't know what the other ones are. It's just the Red Rising saga, I think it changes to. I don't know. I will be reading them. I'm going to take a break though because I did read all of them, the first 3 back to back, and I need some different worlds in my brain. Started the next book I'm going to be reading in this vlog, and then it's A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Now this, like I said, I think at the beginning, I don't even remember what I said when I said it, whatever. This is my book club book pick of the month. So I'm reading this because I decided that if I didn't pick it up and read it immediately, I was not going to read it, and I kind of don't want to fail my book club the first month that I, you know, decide to start one. So this is what I'm reading. I'm 49 pages into it, and as per usual already, I love V.E. Schwab's writing. She just writes so fucking well, it's kind of ridiculous. I love it so much. But yeah, I don't really know a lot. The first thing I put in my book club, I read chapter 1 and I was like, I am so violently confused, it's mildly concerning. And I stand by that because I'm still fairly confused. But also I'm giving myself leeway because, again, I'm 49 pages into the fucking book. So I will be reading this today. But I don't know if you can see it, but behind me, my dad put in more bookshelves yesterday. So happy, so happy. So I will be going through and reorganizing my bookshelves a little bit because, like, I don't know that I've never done a bookshelf tour. If you want one, let me know and I can do one. But I feel like you've seen them in videos. The wall-to-wall bookshelves back there were pretty much full. And so I had this idea. I was like, well, what if we put some over here? My dad was like, you know what? Yeah, okay. So he put them up last night and they look, I think it looks phenomenal. This genre of book is kind of like what I'm gonna put over there, which are not even sci-fi, but just like, I feel like they're kind of like higher fantasy and sci-fi, because for me sci-fi is like a higher level of reading. That doesn't make sense. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just more like, it takes more brain power to read it. And for some reason, that's what I'm like categorizing these bookshelves as, is that these are my big brain books, okay? And they're gonna go over here. Why? I don't know, but I've been buying a lot of big brain books recently and I need somewhere to put them. And plus, I don't want to separate, because like I have it kind of split up by genre on the big bookshelves, and I didn't want to split up my genres, but this gives me more room because I've also been buying a lot of like adult romantasy books, and I need more room for those. So, and I need more room for dark romance. I don't know, this is just, I have too many fucking books. I need to quit buying books, but beside the point. Yeah, so I'm gonna rearrange a little bit. I don't have a whole lot to rearrange, but yeah, things are gonna get moved. I was gonna set you up to kind of watch, but I don't really know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try and figure it out for you guys because it'll be fun. But bear with me, please, because as you can tell, I'm not a very good fucking vlogger. But yeah, so you guys aren't gonna get the best angles or probably the best lighting because my room has really bad lighting, but I'm so happy. Except now the only thing I have to do is, so I turn around the books that I haven't read yet, so like you can see unread, read, unread, read, you know, and that's just kind of how it is through all of my shelves. And so now I just need to flip them around because I kind of wanted to see like what they look like when I read them, and I turn them around. Now almost all of them are gonna be flipped around. It looks so bigger now. If this doesn't show you that I have a book buying problem, I know, I love that I'm complaining that there's so little turnaround, but then you're like, we're not gonna talk about it, okay? I have an issue. I have a problem. I admit that, okay? I have an addiction, and it is not to reading, it is to buying books. I am addicted to reading, just apparently not as much as I am to buying books, but to each their own, right? I'm giving you an update on A Darker Shade of Magic. I'm now 245 pages in, which is like 60-some%. I don't know. I don't hate it. I shouldn't even say that. I actually like it. I do like it. It's just like, I like it because it feels like there's a lot going on, but when you think about it, there has been like nothing happening. Like just recently we've started to get a little bit more like faster paced, things are actually happening, people are interacting that I wanted to see interact, and now it's like we're moving through the book, but there's just like a whole lot of nothing happening, and like certain points that are just like dragged on, so it's very long, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just slow. But not, like I can't complain because I feel like I'm blowing through this book very quickly. Every time I pick it up, I feel like I can read a huge chunk really fast. So I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm just like, it's not going, there's not as much happening as I thought there was going to be. You know what I mean? I feel like it's also because I just finished Morningstar, and that book was such an emotional roller coaster that just had so much happening all the time constantly, that going from that to this is so slow compared to that. And I'm trying to like pull myself away from that because I love V.E. Schwab and I love her writing. I love everything I've ever read by her, I've loved. So I don't want to give this like a lower review just because of that. So I'm kind of realizing that it's not as like high stakes, high action as Morningstar was. So realizing that, I'm hoping that as I continue to read it, I'm going to love it more, because right now this is probably sitting at like a 4-star honestly, and I don't think I've ever rated anything by V.E. Schwab under a 5, which I can't even, because I shouldn't complain, because again, a 4 is good. So if this is a 4, that's not bad, that's excellent. I was probably just expecting and anticipating this to be a 5, so it being a 4 is kind of boggling my mind as of right now, because like I said, I still have 150 some pages left, so there's more room to get me hooked, to draw me back in. I'm very excited to see where this goes. So that's my book update. I wanted to give you a crochet project update. Not that I don't know if any of you care, but if you do. I started a beanie a couple days ago. Whenever I started this vlog, I started this beanie. I'm gonna sit here and crochet for a little bit before I start reading, but we've made it this much now. I'm very happy with it as of right now. because this is like, this is the part that has to go around my head. It's like this needs to make it completely around my head and connect again. So still lots of rows to go, but it's coming along. I think I've only messed up once, and that's because I think I did a double crochet instead of a half double crochet, but it's not bad, and it's really easy once you get the hang of it. My biggest concern is always the end, because I'm doing the pattern where you have less like extra material up here. So you do is it a single crochet or a slip stitch? I don't even fucking know. You do just a smaller crochet, like not as like worked up. At the end you have to do it for 5 stitches, and I'm always nervous I'm gonna either start late, which again isn't the end of the world, or end early. And then also I'm always nervous about missing the last stitch down here, and I'm worried about it getting shorter, but so far it hasn't gotten any shorter, so that's good. But I am still nervous about it. But yeah, slow going. I'm really excited though to see how it turns out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crochet. I might do a little Lego. I got like a little Lego. I'll show you. I have too many hobbies. I got this little Lego set. Aren't they adorable? Like, they're so cute. And I might do this today too, if I feel like it. Okay, I finished A Darker Shade of Magic at work today. I gave it 4 stars. I ended up giving it 4 stars just because it was good. It was excellent. It's by V.E. Schwab. Love V.E. Schwab, so everything V.E. Schwab writes, I just know that I'm going to be attached to it at least a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, 4 stars. It definitely picked up. Like, okay, I feel like the beginning was slow, and then once we hit the middle toward like the last 4th of the book, I was like, okay. Not even the last 4th, like the last 3rd of the book. I was like, oh, okay, this shit's hitting now. We are getting into the nitty gritty. There's a lot more action, which I fucking love, because I am like, if there's not a lot happening, I get bored very quickly. And like, action is a very quick way to like, oh, I'm back in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy shit happening. I'm intrigued. I am locked in. The ending, it didn't end how I thought it was going to. Like, not in the fucking slightest. Not in the slightest, because it's a trilogy, and it wrapped up more than I thought it would. Like, it's definitely not like all tied in a neat little bow, but like we figured a lot of things out. We figured a lot more things out than I was like, holy fuck. We figured a lot more things out than I thought we would in the first book in a trilogy. So that was just a little like, okay, where are we gonna go next? I am excited to see where it's gonna go next, just because I fucking love our characters, and I just have a feeling that one of them is going to be more prevalent, and I'm hoping, I'm being really vague because I can't say anything or it'll spoil the fucking book, but I'm really hoping that he's more prevalent, at least a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, other than that, this was great. I gave it 4 stars, like I said. I will 100% be continuing the series. I cannot wait to see where it goes. This is the second book in the series, in this, oh my god, the second book in this vlog, which I'm probably gonna wrap up the vlog because it has gone on for so fucking long. At least I feel like it's so fucking long. You guys are gonna get it for like 30 minutes, but like, it has been like a week and a half, I swear to fucking god. So we did a little bit of everything in this vlog: reading, crocheting, putting out bookshelves, and rearranging bookshelves. But yeah, the crochet, I didn't finish my beanie. I did get a little further though. It still just looks like this because I need to wrap this around my head, and it clearly is not gonna fit. But I can leave the video in the description, or if anyone wants a video, you can leave a comment and I'll comment the video. It's just, I looked up beanie for a beginner, how to make a beanie, beginner beanie, any fucking how to crochet a beanie for beginners. Look up that and you're golden. There's about 80,000 different videos. But yeah, other than that, we got through 2 books, 2 highly rated books that I fucking love. So it was a great vlog. And yeah, if you stayed till the end, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!